Okay, so my favorite aspect of the culture that I'm living in here in Korea would definitely be the way that they share everything, how they're a community. And being able to live here for 2 years, it's been really, really fun to be a part of it and observe it and to just see it in a different way rather than just traveling here for a few weeks. And so, an example would be the students who have a piece of candy or a treat that they're having, they always share it with those around them, no matter how many students and no matter how small the pieces are that they've broken the item into. They always share. It's second nature to them. They don't think about, okay, well, now I have to share. It's just they're just breaking it apart and everyone gets a piece, and that's just how it is. They don't um, think about sharing the same way we do. Where here they would view the item or the food as everyone's rather than just theirs, even if they did buy it or it is just theirs. So that's been my favorite part, just observing that and seeing how the kids are so good about it and they're one. That's just how it is in Korea, the community. So the schooling that I've had up until this point, I studied at UW La Crosse, and I have a elementary education degree with a minor in early childhood. And so I think that having that degree in the university degree really opened up doors for living abroad, especially when it came to teaching. And and my future schooling, my plans for the future right now, just to continue teacher education with current practices and different methods for teaching English language learners. I love reading articles on it and being involved with that. And so, how I feel about education. So, education, obviously, I'm a teacher, is something I am extremely passionate about. Um, I didn't realize before I lived abroad when I was in at university and in high school that truly education is a privilege. And I didn't realize that because I didn't know better. I went to high school and everyone around me went to high school and university. And so living abroad, you realize just how fortunate you are, how fortunate we are to be able to go to school and have an education and be able to attend university or tech school or whatever that next step is. I took it for granted and I definitely didn't know how fortunate I was, but living abroad and traveling around Southeast Asia has really shown me just how lucky we are to be able to be in school and have an education and get a degree and have the opportunity to do whatever we want or work for whatever we want and reach our goals. And so I truly think that education is a privilege, and I wish I would have known that sooner, but I'm glad that I learned it when I did. Um, and I think you can do anything that you set your mind to. And so that leads into the next question of, do I believe that one person can change the world? And I would say absolutely, especially with today's social media world with Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Um, Definitely. And YouTube. I just watched a YouTube video the other day that had 4 million views and in just a couple hours. And so I really think that if you're passionate about something and you stand up for what you believe in and you don't give up and you persevere, that you can truly make a difference and impact. And even if that difference starts out with something small or with just one person, definitely it can make a difference and change. And so 150% I would say that one person can change the world. And I think that they do every day. And the people that have come before us have has definitely been one person who's made a difference, and that because of that one person, it created a lot of change for other people. So yes, definitely, one person can change the world. Don't forget it. What do I hope to accomplish in my lifetime? That is quite the question, and I think I'm still figuring that out. I would say I hope to continually educate myself with with culture. And I would also say that I would hope in my lifetime to impact those around me with the experiences that I've been able to have. So, for example, being able to travel and learn about other cultures, I would love to share that with my future children someday or my future students someday. Um, yeah, I that is what I hope to accomplish, and I definitely think that living abroad and being global has helped me achieve these goals because without living abroad, I would never have exposure to other cultures and be able to really learn um, firsthand or see firsthand how other people live, how they do things. Um, and a most recent experience that would relate to that would be that we were able to visit northern Vietnam recently and trek with the Hill Tribe Hmong village people. And it was just an amazing experience, a humbling experience, being able to see how these people live. They dress different. They live off the land completely, and they raise animals different. The way their family life is, just everything is completely different. And it was really, really humbling to see how other cultures live and experience life. And so I hope to accomplish that I can continue traveling and educating myself on how other people live and how other people interact and how things are done in different places in the world. And I hope to share those experiences and make them a reality for other people around me. So whether that's encouraging or motivating them to travel or sharing those experiences with my future kids someday, I hope to keep impacting people and exposing them and educating them to the world around them. And I will achieve those goals by continuing to be abroad and living abroad and traveling abroad and visiting places that are very rural or off the beaten path. I decided to move abroad because of the reason I just explained. I love experiencing other cultures and learning how people do things differently. And when I lived in England, I was in middle school. My dad was in the military, so we were able to travel quite a bit through my middle school years, living near just a few hours from London. And so I also studied abroad in Fiji, and so that experience really impacted me as well. It opened my eyes to different cultures and the way people do things. And so we decided to move abroad for a change of pace, to experience a different culture, a different lifestyle, and be exposed to something completely out of our comfort zone. And I definitely would consider living abroad a valuable experience. I think it completely changed our lives, the path that our lives have taken, and just how we view life. And we've become very grateful and thankful for what we do have and for the experiences that we've been able to have with people from Indonesia or Vietnam, Thailand and Cambodia, Japan, just all over Asia. Being able to travel and live here has been so eye-opening and life-changing, and you just learn so much and you grow so much as a person that definitely would consider living abroad a valuable experience and would recommend it to anybody who is thinking about taking the leap. It's worth it, and it's so much fun, and you learn so much. So other things I'd like to share about the culture I live in. Korea has been really, really amazing for us. We've been able to get out of our comfort zone and live in a place where they don't speak English as their first language, if at all. We've been able to become independent and, like I mentioned before, just travel all the places around Asia, and it's been a really, really cool opportunity. Koreans are wonderful people with huge hearts, and they really, really respect foreigners or Americans or people who are here teaching English. Have gained or earned quite a high respect, and so in that regard it's been really amazing. And they've really made our time here special, the people that we've encountered and become friends with. yeah, so that is our life in Korea, and we love it. If you ever have the opportunity to travel or live abroad, I recommend it completely. I would say do it now, don't wait, and you won't regret it because you are put outside of your comfort zone, and you're challenged and you're pushed and you change. And it's really, really amazing. So, thanks for listening and have a great day.